When children grow up in a world of violence, graffiti, and burglar bars, the mean streets can seem inescapable. 19-year-old George Beltran knows hopelessness firsthand.
Yeah, I could say I was bad. I mean, I was lost. I had no direction.
Beltran grew up in LA's Ramona Gardens projects and admits he wasted much of his childhood dealing drugs and gangbanging.
Started doing my thing when I was about 9 years old. 9 years old, got sprung out and everything, violence. You know, I was doing my thing out there. And I started running with an older crowd. And little by little, you know, I got sucked into it bad, real bad.
But George escaped the crazy life with help from an East LA outreach group called InnerCity Struggle and an ex-gang member turned mentor named George Sarabia.
The gang tried to get him involved. And I went with the gang and I told him, look, man, little George, you gotta leave him alone. You know, I will fight for him if I have to because I believe in him. And he pretty much accepted that and let him go on his way.
Now, when George Beltran has a point to make, he reaches for a microphone instead of making a fist. He's on the speaking circuit for InnerCity Struggle.
Any struggles you guys are going through, family problems, I mean, we can relate to all that. I myself, you know, just like a lot of you out here grew up in projects.
George even headlined this peace rally, where students erected crosses bearing the names of dead friends and let go of balloons symbolizing the release of hatred. Founders say InnerCity Struggle throws a lifeline to kids society might otherwise throw away.
I see people blaming young people for what's going on, when in fact, if we don't create the right conditions for young people to grow in a healthy way, then that's our fault.
George Beltran got a mentor and a tour of this local university from InnerCity Struggle. When he laid eyes on Cal State LA, George knew he'd found his way out.
A lot of the youngsters right there in the neighborhood think like, you know, the projects, this is it right here, this is my world, you know? And that's like, I mean, I tell them, you know, where's the projects in the map, man? Show me, you know?
George moved out of the projects but works nearby as a special education trainee. InnerCity Struggle helped him find the strength to leave and the means to give back.
I would really definitely encourage these youngsters out there in the neighborhood who are just lost and confused, you know, no way out of it. I would really encourage them to get involved.